Pocket soldier.
Yeah.
Pocket Scout?
Soldier.
Soldier.
Oh, Pocket Soldier. Okay, that's fine. Um,
Useless
let's make
class,
sure he
right?
watches this.
So.
Um,
He's not a fan
so
of this map.
yeah, I kind of get that, but I'll make his life easier, hopefully. Um, as far as proper, like, I'll just start with like the rollout because the rollout can be a little different. If the pocket can like do his jumps out and like land here and then like walk up to here and do one more and land here and hold this shutter open for the demo, like that is something you can do.
Mm-hmm. We'll definitely work on that.
Um, yeah. And then Romer gets healed walking through lobby here. And then Pocket gets bowed here. You heal and scout across the bridge and then here. Because actually, like, depending on what time you get to mid kind of matters on this one. Because you can get spammed out really hard and have to go, like, backdoor or something. So just making sure that, like, scouts get healed across both bridges, but not in lobby. So across this bridge, you heal all the way. You heal Romer in here to, like, he gets to get, like, 280. And then the scout gets healed across this, and then Pocket gets a bowed and healed here. Uh, that's how I do it. So I was talking with my team, and I was like, I was gonna teach you guys like the reactive mid. They told me just to teach you the double bomb mid, because they said the other one's kind of hard. So I'm gonna do both, and you
Okay.
guys just pick one, because we have time. So the double bomb mid, your medic rolls out. He heals both soldiers walking this way, and your medic rolls out to right here, and then walks back through lobby to that door there. And so both soldiers are really healthy, and then they literally just do that bomb. And I don't want you to land like there and like be behind. I don't really want you to land here because this rumor's just gonna be sitting here to gobble you up. I want you to land here on them. I
And
want you to
die.
always land. Yeah, I want you to land on them, and I want you to do some damage. And while that's happening, your medic is coming back out through here, linking up with the Pocket Scout and Demo, and you guys are walking up this to get high ground, or you're walking under this to crunch them. You might trade medics, but you should clean up and win the mid. If you don't train medics, you just win the round. Because Fully Bred's so good. So, like, when you bomb dough, get real high up, and then pick a target. I don't want to see none of this. I want the high. I want that C-tap. I want that bomb. If you can. So, that is the default mid. Does that make sense? And Flank Scout, you can also roll out up here too. And like help these guys fight from right here and like deny this soldier his rights if he jumps on the crate. Because you should get a buff too when you guys are walking. You should be 185 here. Your soldiers are high bombing and you're right here just ready to like if the demo gets knocked forward you can eat that guy, or you know if the soldier's top left you can fight him too.
That sounds
And
good.
then yeah. So that is that mid. The other mid, your soldiers, your roamer comes out top left here and just spams, and just kind of spams like this. Your other soldier gets that fat 300 and plays under, and like fights this demo and like spams this so they can't walk up. And then like if they double bomb, you just counter bomb. And if they double bomb, most of the time soldiers will land like right here or here. Your roamer is just gonna stay here and eat that guy. Or if they try and like how you walk up, how they're gonna walk up, that roamer just stops them from walking up. One of the options.
Mm-hmm.
And then your other classes, like your pocket scout, is kind of like around here. It's kind of like jumping and like weaving on and off these crates and shit, and like
So
waiting for the double bomb.
I often
What's
play back on like the little roof above forwards for a bit to get more info. Would you
Are
rec-
you flank scout?
No, I'm pocket scout.
Your pocket scout? You can play here too. That's fine.
Okay.
I think this is a little passive if you're, because like if your demo's here and your pocket's here, and they're hitting shit, and this guy, this scout, like flank scout, runs up to right here and is fighting them, and they're shooting upward projectiles at that guy, and he's just mid-ranging them for 150, like being here stops that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like being back there is too passive to like help them with that. So
Yeah,
like at the start of mid this is good, but when we start like pressuring, you can
I'll have to move
come
forward.
forward.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then your flank scout just does the same thing, where he will like come out here and like run around this area, and just like keep watching for something to run under or up or a high bomb. And your goal of the mid is just to do spam damage and get their soldiers to commit into you, and then like crush them when they push. Because when they push, your soldiers can just like stop them because you guys are like set up like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then your scouts can just hopefully deal with the soldier bombs. And your demo shoots them when they're walking forward, so your demo don't shoot the bombers.
Wait, so I guess I'm a little confused. So like if our combo is taking top right here where you are, and their combo is
Mm-hmm.
doing the same with our roamer spamming into them, like is there a specific moment we're waiting for or looking for
To
of when we
walk
want to
up.
collapse on them or
So usually, if they're gonna walk up first, you call the high bomb. So like if you're playing the passive mid, and your soldiers here, and your soldiers here,
mm-hmm.
and they're trying to walk up and be aggressive, and their soldiers are double bombing, your soldier's job is to commit on the combo and start collapsing. Because this area here, walking up this, you just get eaten. Like there's just a wall here that you just get hit by every projectile. Like there's so many times as a medic where I've gotten coordinated spammed and eaten a pipe standing right here.
Mm.
And it's all about like calling when they try and get up. Because if they get up for free, if they get this high ground for free, it's over.
You should cap the point. The round's about to.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah.
I just seen the timer hit 5 seconds. I'm like, uh-oh.
Did I change it? Oh, whatever. So like that, and I'll show you some of our mids in a demo so you can see what I'm talking about. But you'll also see my combo scout up here quite a bit, like on our passive mids, because he's a psycho and he'll play right here and like help fight these things across point and like here, and I'm just right here trying to beam him the whole time. Yeah. Like that's if you like have really good movement on scout, because you can get really fucked playing on that part of the map. But I would honestly just stick to the double bomb. Like I would just double bomb for a whole night maybe,
See
and
how
then
it
just
goes.
like see how you like it. Yeah, just because like if I was like Trip or Aim giving you this demo review right now from Mal, they would not even talk about that mid. They'd be like, we're gonna double bomb, and here's how you do it. Most of like the invite teams just double bomb on this map.
Yeah, it is simple and
So
effective.
it is. And there's just a giant fucking wall for you to do it off right at the start. So, any questions about mid? I know that that's kind of simple, but um, I'll show you in the demo, kind of.
As demo, I'm not super like comfortable like at this mid. Just like in terms of like where I should be like spamming and stuff. My default is to like roll out top left and then spam their shutter doorway or whatever to stop their scouts from coming in or to attempt to do
Yeah,
so.
I'll show you my demo's mid, but he will roll out top left. I should talk about this. He will roll out top left on mids, whether if we're double bombing, he'll go bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're playing the other mid, he'll come up here. You know what? Just do it all the time, actually. Fuck that. Just do it all the time. Just make it simple. And he'll come up here and he'll spam like 3 stickies there, and then and then run back through the house, grab the ammo, and then come back out here and be part of the fight again. Because staying top left is really hard.
It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, oh yeah, because you get once the
Yeah.
soldiers get into the mid, it gets
Yeah,
rough.
so he will walk back out through house and come back out through bottom right. And I'll just be here and I'll just meet up with him, and he'll have like maybe even crit heals by then.
I've seen some demos like or like that's very common where they always like they'll go out the top left and then they rotate they all like almost always they rotate over to the right side. Seems very
Yeah.
common on this mid.
Yeah, it's I think it's the best because like I think that demos have just learned that staying top left is just not very good. Kind of just isolate yourself when you get double bombed.
Yeah, and if
Here
they
you
land
can
in the
kind of like
choke, you're
play with your
screwed.
scout, and if you get double bombed, you can kind of surf away to the pack, or they're just gonna land on your medic and you'll be fine. Sell that guy out. Um, any other questions from mid?
I have like a Pocket Scout specific question.
Uh-huh.
I feel like lately I've been finding I'm more successful at protecting our demo and medic if I'm playing kind of like behind them on mid fights. So often, like
Hmm.
when we push in a big team fight, I don't want to say this, but like I kind of bait a little bit just to like make sure there's nothing getting behind us because there almost always is something getting behind us, honestly. And so I'm
Um,
often not spearheading the push as much as like playing behind our demo and medic and trying to kill the soldiers that bomb behind them and try and land on them. I don't
I
know
think
if.
if there's a reason for them to sell out, like if they're down a player, or like you have Uber ad
Hmm.
and they have like a reason to bomb you or sell out, I think that's fine. But I think especially if you're like dry fighting 6v6, you have to trust your team and just spearhead the fight.
Okay.
But like if you have like Uber ad, you can bait a little bit. Your medic should be baited a little bit anyway for those players. So
I guess that makes sense.
um,
It's more like if they
yeah.
have reason to sack.
Yeah, you have to think about like the intent, because like no one's really if they like six if a guy just like bombs you in a 6v6 dry fight, that guy's just a feeder. But like if you know you're down, like if they're like down a player and they have two soldiers alive, and you have 50 ad and you're pushing second, then yeah, you know that there's gonna be a guy behind or a guy's gonna land. So play bait here.
And I guess on mid fights, they almost always are going to bomb into you and try and get your meta demo because that's how you like win the fight often. So
Yeah.
that makes
Yep.
sense to think of it that way.
Um. Yeah. So let me go over the rest of the map. Kind of. What time is it? Kind of quickly because I want to talk about some other stuff. I'm gonna watch the demo too, so you guys can see like my other players' pobs for mid and stuff like that. Because this map really comes down to mid a lot. Um, when you're pushing second, so say you win mid, you're pushing second. This is terrible. I hate this area of the map. Don't try and push it. The only way you're gonna sack through here is if you're doing the speed shot through house. I don't really know how to do it, but that's really the only way to get through this door. Kind of like that, but you don't hit your head there.
Hmm.
Um, there's no point to like pressure. You can like your demo can like peek and shoot pipes here if you're double bombing Valley. Oh, well, so we can talk about that. Usually, you will leave your demo. You can do it two ways. You can either leave your roamer in house and take your combo Valley, or you can leave your demo in house and take two soldiers Valley. We usually leave the demo in the house and bring both soldiers Valley
That's what I'm comfortable with
when we're
too.
sacking. So we will leave the demo. We will come, clear underpass. The flank scout will stay here and hold this area, so that way nothing pushes behind and underneath. Then the four of you, medic, scout, demo, or scout, soldier, soldier, will come valley. Do two things. You can fade bomb first one, and then second one's real. And while that's happening, while the first fade happens, demo, peek house with pipes and shoot them. You'd know, like, if you hit that medic for 40, that is the best thing ever. Then that guy's like one rocket, so one rocket away from forcing. So like try and just like when in flank, same with flank scout, you can kind of like run up to here and like shoot a guy for mid-range a guy for like 50, or if there's a guys on the floor, you can kind of like fight them when your soldiers are doing these things because they're just going to be looking at them. So just be ready to pressure when your players are pressuring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What about when the med just hides in shutter? Like it's kind of just a suicide to sack. If,
yes. So if the medic just hides in shutter, then you bait soldier bombs. So
into you and
what you
Ellie.
yes, so what you do because they do this shit. They go, "Ooh, I'm high," and they land on you. What you do is and maybe I can find this in the demo. Your soldier will go high, circle to down here because it drags the medic back into the shutter, and you land down here, you shouldn't die. And if a guy chases you, your flank scout's here to help you. Um, and then while that's happening, here's the other important thing. If the medic is playing in the shutter, switch your demo and your roamer. That's the only time we do it.
So your roamer's
So
playing house.
yes. So when you call the play that their medic, so you do a couple bombs, do a bomb or two, and if their medic is just baiting the shutter like that far back and there's no way you're gonna catch him, then be like, okay, let's bring our demo valley, let's put our roamer in house, and then let's do the play. So then this soldier will high bomb, fade, land here. While that's happening, your pocket scout and your demo start walking up about this far, like kind of far. And at that point, you can see if that guy's gonna high bomb or not. Your flank scout can. And if he's high bombing, you immediately hit S, and you in the demo just have to eat that guy. You have to have better mechanics. Like this this second is so hard to push. So like if that guy lands, most of the time he's gonna die. Your medic should be able to surf here, and at that point, your flank scout might have time to rotate around as well to help. Because that guy's gonna land. If nothing's fighting him, then it comes back around. If something is fighting him, then it's like a 2v1, and then you fight this guy here, and then 4 are back in Shutter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like still favorable.
And if
Should
they
I?
don't,
If they don't double bomb, then you just get. If they don't bomb you, just get all this space for free, and your demo's here because he can start shooting stickies at the Shutter
right,
to lock them out, and you guys can just take the space.
and then they either have to commit their mid out to stop us or just give up the point.
Yes. So that is kind of how you break second. You either do a successful bomb or you do a successful dry fight through Valley. And while that's all happening, your roamer can like, especially if the demo like debts, like if the demo debts get through this fucking door and go this way and pressure them, pull a player behind, fight a player here, get them in Shutter. Like it's like you guys have to communicate to each other that demo debts, and then it enables your roamer to play the game. So,
Sounds good.
and if that demo debts and is walking forward at you guys Valley to fucking try and stuff you guys, then it's just that, because the pocket scout is most likely the flank scout's going to be on the floor trying to kill that roamer that high bombed. The medic, the pocket, and the scout are going to be right here. And if they just decide to walk forward when you guys are taking the space, it's just an Uber trade. And your soldiers should both be like one of them should be healthy, the other one should be like semi healthy. And yeah, so the correct play for them there, just so you know, when you take that fight up the side here, you have to trade. If they stay in Shutter, they just lose.
Okay,
So you guys just have to call a better collapse if they trade.
got it.
Would it be worth it for me or like as a demo to like put stickies up on the wall, anticipating the high bomb when we're pushing Valley in that
Usually,
case?
when you're taking Valley, I want you shooting like charging stickies and shooting Shutter or
Shutter.
shooting
Okay.
anything on point. Whatever is closest to you on point. If that is the players all the way back in Shutter, shoot them. If that makes sense.
Because those are the players that are going to be damaging us as we try and walk through alley.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. I'm just gonna go over pushing, then we'll go over holding everything. Anybody have questions about second? That's all you can do, really. That's just kind of the whole second plan.
No, that sounds
I would
good.
practice that, and if you guys need like a second option, we can talk about it. But it's just bomb or dry fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Practice the high bomb so you guys can wrap around and land there. Pushing last. Full Uber ad. Far left. Wrap behind the point.
Full ad.
Demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, demo, scout, soldier. 3 of ya. Soldier holds this door. Demo holds this door. Roamer gets in through the right and helps crunch people here. If you wrap behind the point, it shoves them all into this corner. And then you just eat them alive. Or they go into spawn, and then your pocket's here to hold this door, your demo's here to hold this door, and then you cap.
I mean,
It's
that's
that
good.
simple.
I feel like
It's
we
that
don't do
simple.
that very well. Like on our Ubers, we very rarely lock down like the spawn doors. That's something I want us to
Yeah,
start doing.
most teams go back into spawn, and if they don't, you just kill them there on the right side, all clumped up. Other one, left to main, same shit. Pocket. Do this bomb. When they go, always trail Ubers on this map into last. As pocket. Let that guy know.
Okay.
Do that bomb, and you come here. Demo gets this door. Soldier gets this door. Kill anything that is here on the left. Always wrap behind point. Never go far left and cross the point. It's not good. You just run
Go.
out of Uber.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my cope. I've done that so many times. Okay. Um, any questions about full Uber ad? Then I can talk about evens.
Mm, no.
Sick. Evens. If they have a sentry gun, it will most likely be right there. If they have a gun, demo hold shutter, flank scout hold left lobby. Bring both soldiers in a pocket scout here. Jump through this door. One of you get up here. One of you come down here. Spam that fucking gun. A soldier's gonna bomb you. Your pocket scout's here. All three of you need to eat that guy. That's what you do to get through this door. And then you spam the gun down, and then you can do this high bomb. Or alternatively, if that soldier bombs you and you get a kill and you're 5v6 now and they don't have a gun, just start pressuring.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe come over here and start pressuring from this side. You can just walk across the ground here. Because they're just going to be on this like left platform here, and you can just keep spamming them. Maybe shoot the stickies off the point, pressure it a little bit. You gotta you gotta take your time with it. Especially if you get a gun kill and a pick, far right is the goat place to go. And yeah, always put one soldier up, one soldier low. Just I don't know why all the invite teams do it. I guess just because you get hit by the same spam on the ground here, but it's just use the extra rocket.
Okay.
Um, while that's happening, your demo can spam pipes over this too. It's fine. Just something for you to do while your team's pressuring. If they have a sniper and a gun, don't do that. Just bring your soldier here, fucking high bomb, try and land on the medic, and then if they push out, and we'll talk about pushing out. Um, but if they have a gun and a sniper, good luck, bro. Honestly, just like you have to like, you can try and spam the gun from the right, and then while you're spamming the gun from the right, your flank scout like runs through the left here, while the gun is like getting spammed and like shoots the gun for 100, and then like fights like tries to fight a guy here, and then one of you high bombs and helps him. You have to be like super coordinated. It's really hard. I would just double sack over and over,
Mm-hmm.
and then like come up your own sniper. If you guys snipe,
Yeah, probably.
if you guys snipe and they have a sniper and a gun, just come up sniper. That's what I
Midnight,
would
do
do.
you snipe pretty often, or I don't know if we have like
Do
a dedicated sniper off class.
we do? Our flank scout does it. Um, and so like if they run like sniper gun on like Metalworks last or like Sunshine last a little bit, we'll snipe. We don't really like to off class, but we will.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my recommendations. But like most of the time, they're not going to run sniper gun because like most teams don't like having no scouts.
There's some teams that are in Maine that are very sniper favored, or like they always run whenever a sniper whenever they can.
I gotcha. And again, if they have a sniper and a gun, you can just take a trade. They're down basically 2 fragging classes if you kill the gun. So you can just take a trade and try and get a kill and then muscle your way in. Especially if those guys are going to walk back to spawn to switch off, that gives you like a 6v4 basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you can talk about doing a trade through far left maybe, probably with like a demo and a scout, and then your soldiers bust far right while that's happening.
Right.
But like that's yeah, sniper gun's really hard on this last. Any questions about pushing last besides that? It's on ad, it's pretty easy. You just have to practice it. On evens, you have to be really patient. And like when you're holding on evens, like the demo plays shutter here, medic you can stand right here. Pockets like here, pocket scouts here, and then like roamer and other scout are kind of like around this area. Um, let me talk about holding. So say you lose. Any questions about last? Or are we good? I'll talk about holding.
Just really quick. So it sounds like if they have a gun, no sniper, and you're busting right side to kill the gun, it sounds like you intend to like after you kill the gun to like maintain pressure. You're not just like doing a peek, kill the gun, and get back. Is that
No,
is
because
that correct?
yeah. So when you kill that gun, if you kill the gun and you're on the right, like if you guys get spammed out and double bombed and they walk at you and you guys just have to leave, medic never crosses doorway by the way. Um, and like you get the gun, you can like sustain the pressure by like doing this shit. Oh, I don't hit your head on that. I didn't even know you could do that. You guys can like do the high bomb off this and like land over here and keep spamming. Shoot the stickies off the point. See if you can get your flank scout in far left and coordinate a high bomb with that, like double stack when you get in here, you know?
Okay. So it's like both a gun pressure and a sack slash pressure if it goes small.
Yeah, it's all one. It's one big like phase of the game.
Cool. Makes sense.
Cool. So say you lose mid, um, you can play. You guys kind of know what to do. You play Shutter, and your pocket plays like around here, like around here. Demo can play around here. It depends. Our demo holds like Valley. He'll put like stickies on the pallet and stickies right there, and then just like spam pipes over this. And then our pocket will kind of hold on bridge here.
And do you expect the pocket to die if they push in?
If they, I'm talking on evens.
Oh, on even. Okay.
I'm talking on evens. Sorry.
Got it.
Disad. We'll talk about disad. Evens. You're holding like this, and then your roamer's like over here. Your flank scout can be like right here, just like spotting underneath, and your pocket scout can be on top of this thing. Like, and then you just kind of wait for the double bombs, and then like you guys know if they bomb into you, you can do the high bomb off this and land in a valley, and then that's like your one for one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, evens is pretty straightforward. Disad play house. Medic plays here. Demo plays here. Pocket or Roamer can play here with flank scout, or Roamer can be buffed and play over here. And then just like when the call gets called Valley, because if they go house, they should have to use. Oh, my bad. It's been half an hour. Um, but instead of playing Shutter on Disad, I hate it. Just play house and leave far right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? I don't. I guess I don't understand why it's worse to play Shutter than House.
Because basically they can when they high bomb, it's easier to sustain pressure from house side on Valley. Because most of the time they're not going to go house. If they go house, they're going to use no matter what. And if they go Valley, you can be here to like watch the trap here and spam pipes, and your roamer and your pocket can be here spamming them and still be able to like get out. And you
Okay.
can support these players with heals. And if you get high, and if they high bomb like a demo, you're just in here, medic. You can just fucking dip, and you can go this way. But I don't like going this way if like you're down a player because they can wrap you lobby. You could just go far right and you'll be fine. So
How do we make sure they force going House? Like, is it with traps or soldiers?
always a trap here, always a roamer here, and if they try to walk house and like not, first of all, that trap could kill the first guy there. And if they start clearing the trap, roamer, you can literally come sit right here and wait for the call that they're through house, and then just bomb up bridge, and you'll get that medic every time. But like, because like if they go house, it's gonna be super telegraphed, so you can focus all your spam on it.
Hmm.
And the doorway is so small to get through that like the medic is gonna have to use every time. And if they use, you just leave. So the reason that you play house is because you can sustain pressure valley easier.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, I almost fumbled my notes for a second. We're good. Um, let's talk about holding last. So gun up in the gun spot. Um, right here. Um, pocket can be, oh my god, up here. This is where my pocket plays. And then my roamer will play on top of this thing. Like right here on it. So they can't be seen from lobby and that they can just like shoot down. Because if you can get, he's gotten like body shot here before.
Hmm.
So, um, for my medic in here, I play this two different ways. I play bridge and heal my demo and my pocket scout. And if they have a sniper, I play right here where my gun denies the soldier. And the sniper can't see me from far left or main, and he can only see me from right, which my pocket should be standing right here and holding.
Hmm.
So you should be fine from sniper. Nobody else really plays any differently other than the demo will just hold stickies here and stop peeking this. Obviously, everybody stops peeking shit, so
Hmm.
there's a sniper. Um, yeah, and then pushing out of last. Does anybody have any question about holding last? Holding last is pretty simple. You just put a gun there. And if you don't want to play with a gun, it's kind of a throw, but I mean, it's
I
just rim.
always I always feel like I struggle with positioning on last, especially it's like
Are you
when they
demo?
Uber. Yes, I'm demo. Yeah, when they come in, it's like, do I back up into spawn, or or I'm not quite sure how to disperse myself from
Yeah.
to keep the scout from running at me.
So if you're disad, well, that's even. So if you're disad, your demo's gonna play here and hold traps probably main. Um, so whichever side of the map they come from, you go the opposite, obviously.
Hmm.
If they go main and they high bomb, you immediately start running over here. And like you want to try and end up here with your team because your pocket should already be over here supporting and holding this door so nobody gets through there.
Hmm.
You should have a gun that's delaying them, a heavy or something, here. Or the gun in this case will be, here or a heavy here. Medic will be rotating with you, combo scout will be rotating with you, and then your roamer will be right here. Still, your soldiers should still be in these forward positions when you're disad.
Hmm.
Because they can lock out the two doors on the side while the Uber goes main, which most teams do. And then you just try and end up over here, opposite of them. This wall should protect you. And if they come behind point, hopefully you have enough of. Because if your soldiers do their jobs and they hold these two doors, they should only have like four player, like three combat classes at most on the Uber.
Hmm.
So, and they have to cross so much distance and shit. And if you see them from here, like bomb and come this way, then you just stay here. You like come and they're like, oh, they're going right. We go left.
Hmm.
Because that happens sometimes where they'll try and cross. And if they are just like standing in front of the point, like on the floor, you just literally stay here and well, I guess you probably have stickies on point. You're not trapping that. Yeah, you have stickies on point and you're just holding here and waiting. Because like you should have vision from your other teammates. So like just use this piece of fucking I need some ammo. Use that piece as like your godsend from heaven to defend you from like the onslaught. And if and then using Uber on far left is a throw. I don't use Uber through there.
It takes them too long to get
Yeah,
to get anywhere with it.
yeah. If they go far right, your roamer should be holding this. Demo, come like right here. Come all the way up. Cause if they get through far left, they're gonna end up like right here. And if you're still here, they're gonna eat you. So medic, demo, pocket scout should all move over here with the roamer and help this guy, like for like 2 seconds, and then look back, and then like, cause your gun should be here, like stopping them for a minute, and then your roamer or your pocket, I mean, shoots like two rockets here, and they use, and then that guy's like, all right, like I'm in the spawn door, getting resub.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
this makes sense,
Yep.
and
Okay.
it's the soldiers are really crucial. It seems because like if they
Heck
can get
yeah.
through, then your combo just gonna get shot in the back.
Yeah, exactly. So like this guy's job is so imperative. Like if they Uber through here, I would just be right here, just ready to fight like the scout or the soldier that comes this way. It's so important. But if you can hold them, this last is easy to hold. It's hard for like two combat, like a demo and a scout to kill like three people, especially if there's like a gun and like a 300 health pocket that's like trolling them by jumping away. Like it's like really hard. Never play the light. Moral of the story.
Is
Too memey.
are those two soldiers in their forward positions? Is that pretty universal across like all last holds, or is it more metal?
Um, yeah, kind of. Like on Snake Water, like you certainly do it like one left, one on top of the shed on right, or all the way up. And then they just kind of kite the Uber and be ready to play point and hold the two doors.
And if they Uber into the soldier, like let's say they came left side, even though you said that's a throw, and our roamer's
Yeah.
up there, does that roamer just expect to die, or are they trying to live if they can?
You
Like,
should always live because this happens here. Even if you get meat shot for 100 right here, You should still be like enough to jump away and be like 50 HP
Okay,
right here.
and they go to spawn basically and just chill
Yeah,
for.
and they go to spawn and get a resub, and because if they Uber through here, they have to kill this fucking gun,
Mm-hmm.
which is like so far away.
Okay.
Sometimes if you're the flank scout and you're on NG and you switch, coming up heavy is kind of good on this last, so you can do that. Especially if you end up like if they go like left main and you guys end up right here, coming out heavy out this door is so powerful just to like come right here with 450. So that's another option.
They have to commit a lot to be
Yeah.
able to take that down. And
Listen, I hold last a lot. We stream like Froyo and G6 a lot, so I hold last a lot. It's no we know what to do. Um so yeah, that's kind of let's talk about pushing mid actually real quick, and then I think that's it. Um
Yep.
House is a troll unless they're 2 down. If they're 2 down, you can go house. Especially or if they're a demo down, you can go house. Most of the time you will drop to floor, your pocket will come through here, clear this shit, spot where they're at. Oh, we have to talk about that too. Spot where they're at, and then probably jump to this roof, and then continue to spam. While this is imperative. While this is happening, and your demo and your scout and your soldier are running up the valley here, like clearing traps and shit, being careful of a high bomber. Make sure you spot that. Make sure you spot vent if you can. Like literally dead ass, just have a quick look at it, and then eat a sticky for it. I don't
really,
care.
I
Clear that shit,
most
or a pocket scout do it. One of you.
pretty much every time like we see someone hiding, it's like inside the house. They'll be on the pipes in the lobby
Oh,
area.
bro, everybody in high advance and their mother plays
Loves
here,
this spot.
and then
I
does
can see. I
this.
can. That's a powerful spot. Yeah, you can
Yeah, and
see.
then does that. Just have a look at it. One of you, pocket scout, pocket, somebody look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, flank scout and flank soldier, come through here, and pocket soldier should come here and be spamming these guys like this. Like, you should not be committing to this door because there's probably stickies. They're like a soldier right here. Just do some spam while they're pressuring Valley. Get them to look at you. Have a class or two look at you. Flank scout. Come to this main door right here. Pistol a guy. Clear. Check if there's stickies here. You know, you can even have, like, help your teammate out, Pocket Scout. You're here, Valley. You're all the way up to here. Check if there's stickies here. If there's not, have your Flank Scout literally run through with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you're gonna Uber through here, just get all the way up walk all the way up to here, walk as much as you can, and then use on the demo, and then just run up here.
So you wouldn't recommend like a deep bomb from hiding, trying to like catch them. Just take space and use when you have to.
Most of the time, a deep bomb from hiding, your demo's gonna die. Like, if,
Yes.
like, from right here, like, from right here, your demo's just gonna die, or they're just gonna walk out. 'Cause part of it is, like, your pocket needs to come here to spot them and be like, oh, they're kind of far forward, you guys should use.
Right. Like they're on the ramp or something.
Yeah, and if they're not, then you just start dry fighting.
Yeah, we kind of struggle with that, with like the if they're catchable or not, because it basically it becomes indecision because like I'm asking like, yo, if you see if they're catchable, go for it, but then people don't like that because that's not a clear like we're using or we're not using. So
Yeah,
I feel like we haven't done that very well.
no,
But
I get it. It's hard. Like, it's something we've been struggling. We've kind of figured out, like every percentage, like what to do on like every percentage in every situation because we've been playing together for a while. Like, it's finally like clicked, but it takes a while. So, like, I would just recommend if you're like 30 ad and they're not catchable, or like they don't, or it's like 50-50 on if they're catchable or not, just dry fight. And if it goes wrong, leave. If you're like 50 ad, leapfrogging's fine, but don't try and leapfrog on 30. You're just gonna get re-popped on before you cap the point.
mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. So that's my like wisdom for like Ubers.
Right.
But in a perfect world, you should just be dry fighting, and these players should just be dying, and Ubers shouldn't matter because you're better. So, um, that's holding mid on disad. Um, demo here, pocket. or Roamer, whichever one of you is alive here. If both of you are alive, one of you here, one of you here. Deep spotting Valley.
Yeah, that'd be helpful
Like
to have that
even
vision.
here, deep spotting Valley. Because then you can just jump away. So like, just try and both of your soldiers need to spot. So, um, and then like your pocket scouts is like around here, and your flank scouts like over here. You guys kind of get it. And then you just hold on high ground and spam. And if they pop into you, you just leave this door, and you're out. And you can grab the pack if you need HP medic. I love that pack. It saved me so many times. So, all right, it's kind of close to scrim time. That's a lot of info.
Yeah, I want to like write
Any,
this down, but not right
yeah,
now.
any questions?
Uh, Particularly, one thing is like I'm always really when is it a good time to like for the demo to like bomb in on a push it? Because like Pancake wants me to he wants me to bomb in more like during when we have like ad and like we're jumping to like pincer them. But I always don't feel confident on doing so. It's like should I be waiting for a specific scenario like a certain like if I know like if I did damage or a damage number got called or someone got picked or just like what the scenario would be to for the ideal.
Um, I think demo bombs are good as long as you can get flashed when you jump. If you have to jump while not flashed and take the 60, you know,
Mm-hmm.
damage, I wouldn't do it most of the time. But if you can get flashed and bomb them, like for example, what's a good example here? If you guys have Uber ad and you're coming Valley and they're playing like Shutter, run all the way up here as a demo, put a fucking sticky down right here, tell the medic to use and jump forward and you'll still be Ubered
And
in this
catch behind
doorway
them.
and you'll catch them. Like that, like that's like a little jump you can do. But just like make sure you're flashed when you jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
like my biggest thing. And like come Valley and like be like, all right, I hit that guy on point for 80. Let's just fucking let's do it. My demo's actually been taking exchanges a lot more as well. Like if we go two down and we're holding like for example, you're we can do it here. If you're two down and you're like holding like house like I was talking about and you're the demo here and your spawners are gonna come kind of quickly, my demo's
Mm-hmm.
been dead ass telling the pocket to like fuck off or like high bomb, and he's been taking the exchanges and fighting them here while the pocket like stays healthy and is ready for the collapse. Instead of the demo being healthy and ready for the collapse and the pocket taking the trade, it's the other way around.
That actually
Right.
does
This
make
map
sense.
seems way more. It's like soldier seems really good on this map, and it should be
Yeah,
more
especially for
the focus.
collapses. Yeah, so if that
And
makes
just
sense.
like I'm always worried that like if I go in like if I bomb like that, I'm gonna land in their combo. I'm gonna get two shot by their scout or something, or it's gonna be I'm not gonna be able to get anything out of it.
You
Yeah,
gotta take a page out of the soldier player's book and try and land on high ground or somewhere safe to get flashed.
yeah, you need the flash both to start and to end your bomb.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta protect that fucking demo, wrap them in bubble wrap when he bombs.
Mm.
That's what I always say.
Right. Well,
But yeah, try
that
and
makes a
apply
lot of
that
sense.
shit. Yeah, try and apply that shit tonight. Try and double bomb a little bit. Um, I'll save that demo. Obviously, we don't have time. If you guys want the demo to watch like my classes, like your classes, like Mir Pav, I can tell you which player is which role, and you can watch the demo. I don't know how committed. I don't know. That's like a half hour of your time to watch some random player that you don't know. So, but I have the demo, and it's a pretty good example of how to play Metalworks and win.
Okay.
So, up to you. We can watch one of your demos maybe like Wednesday, maybe after your match. See, or if like if everything's going good, we don't have to, and we can just reconvene Monday to review whatever's next week.
Mhm.
It's up to you guys.
Okay. Well, I think I'll have to get a gauge for people's schedules, but that sounds good.
Okay. No, that's cool. Does everything make sense? I was a little more prepared for this one because I think we're gonna play Metalworks on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, that was really
Yeah.
good info. I would be astonished if we pulled all it off today in scrims, but it was
Yeah,
something good to keep in mind. And like I said, I'll write it
I would
down.
definitely, if you could put that recording somewhere, Pancake, though I do kind of,
Yeah, I'll
it
upload
takes
it.
me a little bit to digest and to put into practice. I'd rather
yeah.
to rewatch and see things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just let me know, okay?
Thank you so much, Pablo, for taking the time to do this and everything.
No problem. All right, let me.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.
Yep. See you guys.